this evening. It was first reported as a suspected suicide. Now government autopsy is confirming its murder. Minister Holder questions why government would borrow billions of dollars and not spend it. Local peace organization celebrates United Nations World Peace Day. In the region, upsurge in crime in Westmoreland, Jamaica. And internationally, South Africans express outrage following the alleged rape of a 7-year-old girl in a restaurant toilet.
From Safe TV headquarters in South Rival Gardens, this is Safe TV Headline News with George Gonzalez.
Greetings to our viewers in Guyana and around the world. Today is Wednesday, September 26, 2018, and this edition of Headline News is now being streamed live on Facebook and YouTube. I am Bibi Bacchus. Thank you for joining us. Lately, a video of a local young lady being raped went viral. One of the men in the video was found dead, and it was believed that it was a suicide. However, today the police are saying that it was actually murder. Esther Sobers brings us that update.
In what is turning out to be a deadly twist, what many thought was a possible suicide is now being investigated as a homicide after one of the suspects in the sex video with a young girl has sparked outrage. The story is reviving many on social media discussions on rape and consensual sex. One of the suspects, for the 1-year-old Sherwin Apple, was found dead yesterday morning on the Kitty Ford shore. Some were saying it was suicide. But later an autopsy was conducted on the dead man's body and it was confirmed that Apple's death was caused by asphyxiation leading to drowning with compression to the neck. Investigators have launched an investigation into the crime. Meanwhile, investigators in Linden are still questioning the other man who was also involved in the sex video with the young woman. In yet another twist, the young woman in the recording is denying that she was the one in the video. It is unclear how the police plan to pursue the matter if the young woman is not willing to testify. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. The Granger administration has borrowed $30 billion to aid with the upgrade and functioning of Gaisuco. However, the Minister of Agriculture says he does not know why the monies are not being used nor where it is. He said further that he does not want to know where it is. Wendell Jeffrey reports.
So they have now apparently secured some $30 billion bond, which Gaisuco management has not seen, which the Minister of Agriculture has not seen, and frankly speaking, don't really want to see.
There is seemingly yet another situation in the coalition government of the left hand not telling the right hand what it is doing. Today, at the launch of the upcoming Agricultural Month, the subject minister, Noel Holder, said that he is clueless as to what the government, his government, has done with the $30 billion they borrowed to help out Gaisuco.
In order to let Gaisuco get ahead with its projects, it then went and sought bridging finance, pending the sale of these estates, so that Gaisuco can get some money.
The usually reserved and soft-spoken Holder became very animated and obviously irate as he questioned the logic behind the government borrowing such large sums of money, paying an interest on it, and yet not utilizing it.
I don't understand. I like you. I can't understand why you can get $30 billion, pay 4% interest, sit on it, and don't hand it over to who's supposed to use it.
Noel Holder, who is a senior cabinet member, was the husband of the late Shielder Holder, one of the founder members of the AFC party. The minister seemed like he wanted to vent more, but reserved himself and ended his emotional remarks this way.
All right, let's not go further.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. On Saturday last, the United Nations celebrated their annual World Peace Day. The local Universal Peace Federation held an event to mark the day. Esther Sobers tells us more.
Although we hail from different lands, we share one earth and sky and sun. Remember, friends, the world is one.
Last Saturday, The United Nations celebrated World Peace Day, and the Guyana arm of the Universal Peace Federation had a simple ceremony in the Georgian Botanical Gardens to commemorate the event. Mayor Patricia Chase Green was part of the celebrations. She focused on love towards one another.
Recognize that in the world today, we are unkind to each other. Let us first recognize that. And if we recognize that we are unkind to each other, the only next best thing for us to do is to love each other. You can change a million politicians, and that was upsetting to me this morning when we say politicians. We've been changing politicians ever so often. Every 5 years you get an election, you change it. But the war is still there. The hatred is still there. So it is not the politicians alone. It is the religious organization. A man could just decide that he can drop a bomb that will kill 40 people at one time. With no love in your heart.
Pastor Ronald McGarrell, chairman of the Interreligious Organization and Universal Peace Federation, gave a brief address.
Mankind needs to be educated. We need to understand what's our true purpose on this earth so that we can fulfill it. So if you desire peace, you for sure must become that peace within you. Don't look within somebody else. Look within, inside yourself. Even for us to love, we have to have love within ourselves to give it. If you don't have love, you can't give out what you don't have.
Executive member of the Universal Peace Federation and Commissioner on Ethnic Relations Commission, Haji Roshan Khan, spoke of the significance of the day.
This event is being hosted by the Universal Peace Federation in respect of the United Nations declaration of this season being the United Nations International Day of Peace. The hope of all the ages has been for a unified world of peace. Let us take all necessary steps to assure that the legacy of so many noble predecessors is fulfilled.
Annie Knott, the secretary of the Universal Peace Federation, spoke of the qualities that must be exhibited by the peace ambassadors.
For peace contribute to the fulfillment of the hope of all ages, a unified world of peace wherein the spiritual and material dimensions of life are harmonized.
Pastor Wendell Jeffrey, Public Relations Officer of the Interreligious Organization and founder and president of the Practical Christianity Ministries, spoke of the need to transcend race and religion in an effort to maintain peace.
When things are falling apart and people are getting into the negativity of one religion better than the other or one race better than the other, because you have determined in yourself that peace must begin with you, you are able to challenge that kind of mentality and that kind of negativity.
Ras Leon Saul of the Rastafarian religion was also there and made a presentation.
Be at peace with yourself. That is where it first starts. You have to be at peace with yourself. And once you're at peace with yourself, you can spread that peace to the world.
Nazim Hussain, in his remarks, said mankind has now become man unkind.
I don't think we are now we're no longer mankind, but we are now man unkind.
Ravi Prasad did a presentation and then sang a well-known song, "The World is One," and those present sang along.
We shall not rest till wars are done. Remember, friends, the world is one.
There was also the releasing of balloons with peace messages in them and also release of 2 peace doves. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. The current administration is doing all it can to make sugar viable again. So says the Minister of Agriculture, Noel Holder. Today, the ministry launched their Agriculture Month and Wendell Jeffrey was there. He brings us that report.
Gaisuko, having reduced itself from 7 estates to 3, will be in the position to select its best management from 7 estates to concentrate on right-sizing sugar. Gaisuko has to get back to the state of profitability. Okay? It can't do so producing at 55 tons of sugarcane per hectare.
Senior Cabinet Member and Minister of Agriculture Noel Holder is confident that his ministry is taking the right steps in an effort to save the ailing sugar industry. Speaking today at the launch of the Agricultural Month, which begins next month, the minister said that the Guyana Sugar Corporation now has a very clear vision.
Gaisuco must not be involved in securing finance, must not be involved in selling land or anything of the sort. That is what you must do.
The minister said that the Special Project Unit, SPU, is the arm responsible for any external financial matters.
They established something called a Special Project Unit, whose sole purpose is to divest these estates, right? Sell any land that Gaisuco has to sell, and the money from that to give to Gaisuco.
Holder said that the SPU has been having some setbacks in raising much needed financing for the company.
The problem there is the SPU, having been formed, found themselves unable in a timely manner to divest these estates. So, in order to let Gaisuco get ahead with its projects, it then went and sought bridging finance, pending the sale of these estates.
The minister said that he is pleased with the newly selected Gaisuco board and that they will work at moving things forward.
The board, and I think it's probably one of the best boards you could possibly get. They know, everyone on that board knows sugar and knows agriculture. And they have a lot of experience, not only in Guyana, but internationally. So it's a good board.
Holder said that the board members will soon be gazetted and their work of turning Gaisuco around will begin.
I'm just waiting for the Fisher Gazette, and I've been guaranteed that it will be in this Saturday, the Fisher Gazette. So I'm going to start before then to prepare the letters. And as soon as I see that, I will then sign them and send them off to individuals, all of whom have been spoken to, and all of whom have accepted the positions. Having got the factories and the fields in order, you can now go to do plantation white sugar, a higher value product, which is much more profitable.
For Channel 2 Headline News, Wendell Jeffrey.
Thanks, Wendell. Don't go away. Coming up after the break, 23-year-old pinned to death in car, and GPL says that the man involved in the shakedown and attack was a subcontractor. But first, here are today's foreign currency exchange rates.
For the latest in news from Guyana, the region, and beyond, visit our website, headlinenewsguyana.com.
Styles. Simply different. Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger-licking boil and fry, meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarian stew. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
'Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to hide. Wasted days, spend the night. Tell me, are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside us. Simple things, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your.
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. Come on! 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
This is what shopping used to be. More plastic bags than I could carry, or I could use. They always end up in the bin, or as unsightly litter. Then it hit me. Get just one reusable bag. Now, whenever I shop, I don't use plastic bags. I always have my reusable bag. It makes shopping a lot easier, and it's better for the environment.
Use one less disposable plastic bag. Make the switch to a reusable bag today. For more information, please call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Clearance is hosting a birthday sale you cannot miss. On Friday, September 28th, get half off ladies' dresses, tops, jeans, accessories, shoes, and handbags. And for the guys, jeans, jerseys, shirts, Nike sneakers, Kenneth Cole shoes, ties, and a whole lot more. Take advantage of Clearance half off birthday sale for one day only. Friday, September 28th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
Welcome back. Andy Gajadar, a 23-year-old employee of Bank CIH, crashed and died on Tuesday. He was killed after he lost control of the car he was driving on the Esplanade Public Road, New Amsterdam, Berbice. Gajadar lived at 10 Rose Hall, East Kanji, Berbice. Police inquiries found that Gajadar, driving PTT 7593, was speeding when he lost control and collided with a utility post. The incident occurred at around 21 hours last night. Also, Robbie and Mira, husband and wife of Railway Road Kitty Georgetown, are today patients at the Georgetown Public Hospital after their near-death experience. It has been reported that a gas bottle exploded as Robbie was trying to light the stove. Neighbors who heard and saw the incident came to the rescue of the victims. The eyewitnesses said that the man was completely covered in flames, his wife was also injured, and the home was partially damaged by the fire. The disconnection crew from GPL are long known for shaking down homeowners when they show up to disconnect your lights. Sometimes they win, sometimes they lose. In the case of singer man Alabama Charles, the GPL subcontractor lost, but then after, he made sure Charles was injured for the embarrassing him. Esther Sobers brings us that story.
But can't program me, so they can't program me, so.
Singer and songwriter Clifford Charles, also known as Alabama, is seeking justice after being threatened and later assaulted by a subcontractor representing the Guyana Power and Light. He's accusing a reconnection employee with GPL, Quincy Campbell, of the incident.
I was working with an artist mixing out his song, and my wife told me that GPL is here. So I came out, and he said, "You want to talk to me?" So I told my wife, "Bring me the recent bill." So when he come out, he said, "You owe GPL $7,000. I said, "I owe GPL $7,000. I said, "I don't really feel I owe GPL that much money." So I show him a bill, carry him to the meter, show him that the bill reading doesn't coincide with the meter, is off by over 150 units.
Charles expressed having doubts about the monies owed to the power company. The GPL worker then made a call to the office, which confirmed the amount of monies owed. Charles said he opted to pay the company on the said date. However, Campbell had other plans in mind.
I said they did an adjustment to my bill, and because I went in for the adjustment, and it's now $17,000. When I said, "Well, if it's 17, let me go pay the 7,000 because we done put 10 on it." He said, "All right, cool." But you gotta give me something. How am I making my money? This is my hustle like this goddamn hot sun. From the time you tell me that, I get vexed and I put him out my yard because you can't come looking for money from me when I done paid my bill and GPL over averaging me every month.
The irate Charles retaliated by cursing the GPL employee and asked him to leave his property. After noticing that he was being filmed, Campbell hurled threats at Charles. Charles later made a report of the incident at the East Romwell police station.
When he come in, he said 7. I said, man, let me go pay the 7. No problem. What am I getting? I said, you can't give you nothing. I'm not giving you anything, brother. So when I put him out the yard, he's making one set of threats how he's going to come back in the afternoon. He's going to do this to me. He's going to do that to me. I said, you could do what you want to do. I took up on my own and I go and made a report to the station. And
Charles said that he did not think the GPL worker would have followed through on his threats. He later visited nearby shops, and what happened next left him dumbfounded.
A silver car rolled up, or a grey car, because it was dark.
What time was it?
This was around 7 o'clock. The car rolled up slow. Individual jump out to the vehicle with a Guinness, empty Guinness bottle. He go to the shop and order a Guinness. And he's behind me when he ordering the Guinness. So I figured just a regular customer. As I'm speaking to a female, I felt a lash to my head. And right away I pull, I said, what? He said, you want to go and make post on Facebook? I said, all right. I go to the station. They saw the blood is bleeding very profusely. So they took me to the hospital and I got stitched up. Now, when I came home, I made a post because when I put him out the yard, we had a video of it. So I took his photo, I screenshot the photo, and I let the social media know I'm looking to find out who is this person.
Charles, who was bleeding profusely, later received several stitches about his face and neck. He told Channel 2 Headline News that he did not feel confident that the police will be able to apprehend the suspect in a timely manner. Charles opted to highlight his plight on social media and was later informed by someone the vehicle number PVV5006 belongs to the accused, Campbell. When Channel 2 Headline News contacted a senior personnel from GPL, we were informed that Campbell works with Noel's Electrical and Engineering as an external contractor. Channel 2 Headline News also contacted an official from Noel's Electrical, and the person on the phone sought to sidestep the issue.
I'm not afraid with the incident. I have not been briefed by GPL about the incident. Now you're in fact briefing me about it. So what I will do is do the necessary investigation internally, carried by your investigation.
As the story develops, Headline News will update you on the investigations. For Channel 2 Headline News, Esther Sobers.
Thanks, Esther. Don't go away. After the break, Mexico's Acapulco police under investigations over alleged drug gang links, and Jamaica's government taking steps to correct upsurge in crime in Westmoreland. But first, here is today's bridge retraction schedule.
Clearance is hosting a birthday sale you cannot miss. On Friday, September 28th, get half off ladies' dresses, tops, jeans, accessories, shoes, and handbags. And for the guys, jeans, jerseys, shirts, Nike sneakers, Kenneth Cole shoes, ties, and a whole lot more. Take advantage of Clearance half off birthday sale for one day only. Friday, September 28th. Clearance, always keeping you in style.
93.1 Real FM. It's your favorite station for the best music from then to now.
Cause girls like you run around with guys like me to sides. Waste a day and spend the night. Are you riding? Say you never ever leave from beside. kings, them are your blessings, a blessing. Simple things are your...
Every day, all day for real music, real people, and real vibes. Come on! 93.1 Real FM.
Real FM.
The people's choice.
Fresh ingredients and Creole foods at the Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Finger licking, boil and fry. Meats cooked to perfection. No MSG added. We cater for vegetarians too. Breakfast and lunch available fresh Mondays through Fridays. We open 7 a.m. Get coffee, Milo, or our famous power porridge filled with a blend of indigenous barks, natural fruit juices. Catering services and delivery available. Call 231-4343. Located at 16 Access Road, Kingston. The Cottage Restaurant and Cafe. Bringing back the good old days.
Wouldn't it be nice if we didn't have so much waste to dispose of in the landfill? Well, composting can help us reduce the waste we dispose of by turning our organic waste into compost, which can be used to improve the quality of our soil.
Composting is very simple and convenient.
You can compost using organic waste such as vegetable skins.
Or fallen leaves and cut grass and put this in a composting bin or pile.
Compost can help your garden grow healthy plants while reducing your volume of waste. It's a really good way to keep our communities clean and healthy.
So, let's all start composting our waste.
Find out how easy it is. Call us on 226-2189 or 227-8429 or visit our website moc.gov.gy. A message from the Ministry of Communities in collaboration with the Inter-American Development Bank.
Need a ride around town and beyond? Look no further than Oasis Ride Taxi Service. With affordable prices and some of the best drivers in the business, we've been delivering prompt and reliable service to Guyana for over 16 years. We also offer tours, chauffeur service, and even car rentals. You can call us at 231-5554 or 225-5496. For deals, specials, and more information, find our page on Facebook. Oasis Ride Taxi Service. Let's go.
Styles. Simply different.
Welcome back. Now here's your regional and international headlines of the day. In the region, with the escalating murder toll in Westmoreland, Jamaica, National Security Minister Dr. Horace Chang has alluded that Jamaica government is not adverse in introducing enhanced security measures in that part of Jamaica. Last Sunday, the government announced a state of emergency within the country in sections of the St. Andrews South, Kingston Central, and Kingston Western Police Division. Gang activities are allegedly fueling most of the bloodshed in Westmoreland. Dr. Chang stated that recently introduced operational measures in Westmoreland have reaped some success, but indicated that there has simultaneously been an upsurge in serious crimes in that parish. Since the start of the year, 104 persons have been killed in Westmoreland. One incident in May, 7 persons, including a 2-year-old baby, were shot and killed by gunmen on a rampage in separate incidents. In international news, the entire municipal police force in the coastal Mexican resort of Acapulco is under investigation amid suspicion of infiltration by criminal groups. Marines surrounded the police headquarters and disarmed 700 officers. 2 police commanders were arrested on suspicion of murder, and the chief of Acapulco Highway Police was also detained after he was found to be carrying unlicensed weapons. Federal police and the military will now patrol the city instead. Acapulco became famous as a destination for the rich and famous in the 1950s and the 1960s. but has since become a hotspot for drug trafficking and has a high murder rate. South Africans have expressed outrage following the alleged rape of a 7-year-old girl in a restaurant toilet. A 20-year-old man allegedly followed her into the woman's restroom before snatching her and raping her in the men's section. The suspect was arrested at the scene on charge with rape and possessing drugs. He has been remanded into custody and has not yet been asked to plead. South Africa has one of the highest incidences of rape in the world. The police recorded over 40,000 of reports of rapes between March 31st of 2017 and 2018, an average of 110 each day. The girl's alleged rape is one of 2 cases of sexual abuse currently making headlines in South Africa. In a second incident, a fake doctor allegedly raped a 17-year-old girl at the hospital in Eastern Cape Province just hours after she had given birth. Headline News, Bibi Bacchus. Here's your 3-day weather forecast. And that's Channel 2 Headline News for this Wednesday evening. As we take our leave, we invite you to find Channel 2 Headline News on Facebook, YouTube, and our website, headlinenewsguyana.com. You can also tune in tomorrow morning at 6:30 for a rebroadcast and Thursday evening at 7 for more news. For now, I'm Bibi Bacchus signing out from your newscast saying thank you for staying tuned and to have a blessed evening.